How do I level skinning? Well, this is a question that I've been asked a few times. So today we will be going over how to max skinning for every expansion. Let us begin. Starting off with vanilla skinning, we will first be wanting to learn said skinning from the profession trainer inside either Orgrimmar or Stormwind. After doing so, head over to the dungeon, the Sunken Temple, otherwise known as the Temple of Atal-Hakar, within the Swamp of Sorrows. Here you'll be able to level skinning from 1 to 300 incredibly fast. You will need to go to this dungeon and gather up all of the dragonkin and burn them down in order to skin them. This will first give you light and medium leather, and then after every reset of these mobs, and then after every reset, your skinning should increase, which you will then gain more higher skill leathers such as thick and rugged leather. You can be able to reset the dungeon 10 times per hour and can be cleared through my testing with this farm within 20 to 25 minutes depending on how good you are at clearing dungeons. Following on to this, we'll need to make our way over towards the Outland and learn Outland skinning, which the trainer is located within the lower city within Shathrath City. Then make your way over towards the zone of Netherstorm and head over towards the Storm Spire. Here you'll find tollbucks which can be skinned for not hide leather. These mobs can be farmed in a circular loop, and this profession skill can be maxed out within around about 30 to 40 minutes upon my own testing for this. As for Wrath of the Lich King skinning, you will need to head over towards Northrend Dalaran to learn Northrend skinning. Then upon learning this skill, fly over towards the Borean Tundra. Once here, you'll be farming the first set of trash mobs in the dungeon, the Oculus. This is much like the Sunken Temple farm, where you'll be resetting the instance multiple times. You will receive Borean leather, icy dragon scales and arctic fur from this farm, and you will also be able to max out this skill within an hour or less, depending on how fast you are at resetting and clearing trash. Though you are also able to pull in a decent chunk of gold by doing this farm, which is definitely well worth your time. Following on to Cataclysm, you will need to learn this skill from the profession trainer in your capital city. Then make your way into the raid, the Firelands, on heroic 25 man. This is because there are more skinnable mobs within this difficulty, and this is what we are looking for. Go around the zone, but do not kill any of the bosses. You will mainly be farming for packs of turtles, core hounds, and scorpions. The hounds, on the other hand, are not skinnable, so do not bother trying to slay them. You will then want to reset the instance after every clear. I do this preferably with my druid, and this also powers through the leveling process. Within a few resets, you will have gone from 1 to 75, completing the leveling skill up. The items of note that you'll be farming for is, of course, Savage Leather, which can be sold on the auction house for a reasonable price for an old world material. Next up, we have the Mists of Pandaria skinning. You will need to learn the skill Pandaria skinning by the NPC Mr. Plebe in the Valley of the Four Winds. Then make your way over towards the Isle of Giants, north of the 𝐂𝐚 summit. This farm is by far one of the best ways to level this profession, and also make a decent chunk of gold while doing so. As a side note to this is also one of my favourite skinning farms, as it's so simplistic and it pulls in some regular and reliable gold each and every week. To do this farm, you'll need to farm this by looping round the isle in a circle until you have maxed out this profession skill. With the farm, you will receive exotic leather, magnificent hide, and also giant dinosaur bones, which all can go for some reasonable gold on the auction house. This farm is also one of my favourite skinning farms, as this provides reliable gold each week, hence why it has made it on this guide. As for Warlords of Draenor, you are not required to learn the skill. This is received from just skinning your first mob within Draenor, and this could be any mob within any of the zones. The farm we will be doing to level this profession from 1 to 100 is located within the Shadowmoon Valley. This is where we'll be slaying the Elex around the zone in an L-shaped fashion. These mobs are batched in packs making it easy to level your skinning much faster. Once a full loop of these mobs have been done, the first pack will have respawned, making it so you never run out of mobs to slay. This is great because we'll be able to level our skinning in a very fast manner, and as such, this is a prime location for mob density and respawn rate. Making our way into the Legion expansion, we'll be wanting to head over towards the Broken Isles Dalaran and speak to the skinning trainer. Next up, we'll be wanting to rank up our skinning with 3 materials. These are Stonehide Leather from the Falkazors in Azuna, the Storm Drakes within High Mountain for Storm Scale, and the Open World Beasts in Argus within the zone of Crocun, which has the best mob density for skinnable mobs. You will receive a quest item for each material when farming, which then you will need to complete these quests to learn the next rank for each, and rinse and repeat until you have rank 3. This will take some time going back and forth completing quests, but with each additional rank you will receive more skins and bloods from your leveling process, further maxing out this skinning skill. Jumping into the Battle for Azeroth expansion, we'll first need to speak to the skinning trainer within Borealis for Alliance or Zandalar for Horde. Once complete, head over towards the Drustvar pig farm. Here we'll be farming for the ranks for coarse leather and bloodstained bones. These are the keynote items for gold farming in BFA, so these will take precedent above all others. This will be much like how we did the Legion ranks, meaning it is wise to set your Hearthstone to either Borealis or Zandalar when going back and forth to do the quests. Following on to this, you will then need to make your way over towards coordinates 84.6 to 73.6 within the zone of Tiragard Sound to rank up the last one of note, which is Shimmer Mist Scales as well. Once you have reached 150 in your BFA skinning skill, head over towards Nazjatar. Here you will need to speak to the skinning trainer in your faction's outpost within the zone, then make your way over towards the zone, the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, and make sure that the Enzhoff invasion is zoned into. If you do not know how to do this, then head over towards Lorewalker Tro in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, and Zadormi will be there, which will take you back and forth the invasion phasing. Then make your way over towards the Corrupted Wolves in the left hand side of the map. This is where we'll be farming for this rank for Dredged Leather. This is a known amazing gold farm, hence why I picked this to finish off the leveling process, as we can make some extra gold while leveling the skill. Lastly, and to finish off this leveling guide, we will need to make our way over towards Oribos. Here we will want to speak to the skinning trainer for the skill, and then head over towards Korthia. This is where we'll be farming in the Mauler's Outlook. This is the best spot as these mobs force respawn, as this is connected towards a questing hub, so you always have mobs to slay. No ranks are required for this expansion, and this is more grinding out your skill until you reach max cap, finishing off your leveling skill. Other than that, guys, that is my how-to guide to go from 0 to max with skinning. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.